everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Lions going up against the Cowboys. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arthur. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. First carry for Amir Abdullah. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that, and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. So here's the lineup, and in the backfield, it's Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, if it had been up to a lot of college coaches, would be an all-pro corner. But he knew he wanted to be a running back, and has proven why. Can run it, can catch it, and return kicks.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's brought down after a good game. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. This is Reddick on the screen. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. What a move. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was in the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Here's Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Benjamin with it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle. He creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go now.
2nd down, Cousins. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Tackle made by Perry Riley.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Second down following the run.
Here we go.
That was 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Hurry up, here we go.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start the drive with a duel. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And now the defense for Dallas.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So here come the Lions now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriots. All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage. Cousins looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Cousins again. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? So that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, dude.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A second down run for Abdullah. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
To throw is Stafford. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They come out here in the eye. Stafford on 3rd down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Abdullah. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do. It was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Stafford. That's caught at the 3. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run. Abdullah. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Yeldon, the lone running back. First down. Here's Cousins. And he's got his man on the out route. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go.
Cousins again. It's complete right side to Benjamin. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Green.
A first down throw for Cousins. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, right side. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for. And taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. to throw now on first down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. But no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. Cuts it out to the sideline. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
32.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7. Coming up. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Yeldon, the lone running back. Throwing his Cousins. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Kelvin Benjamin. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kelvin Benjamin, 67 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. It'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
A toss to Abdullah. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Third and 2, Stafford. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go now. Blue, down it. Gone.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devontae Adams, 33 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Cousins will try and throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Stafford dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete. So a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go now.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Leopard. Go. Now let's go. Clean.
They'll try and run some clock with Yeldon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
We got three. Here we go now. Green.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Stafford gives to Abdullah. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They run with Abdullah. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Lions are going to have a 1st.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A really nice pickup of 14. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Red zone opportunity. They come out here in the eye. They pitch to Abdullah. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They go with Abdullah again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Stafford giving to his fullback, Burton. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. He said they were poised to make a deep run in the playoffs this season, and it's off to a terrific start with a win here.
And once you get to the second round of the playoffs, your goals have been met in a big way, and now you can start to think even bigger.